What's up? It's Brother Tim coming to you live and direct. Here we are on the journey, man, and we are on Travel Quotes. This is day 84. Of course, I got to remind you that you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. I'm your host, Brother Tim, right? I'm the host, Brother Tim, and this is a Heart of December Productions. And we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Alright, before we get into our quotes for the day, we on day 84. Before we get into the quotes of the day, I want to cover some news. But before I get into the news, I want to send shouts out to Elder Tony West. Happy birthday, sir. I just wanted to send some shouts out to the elder. Let him know, he's altered on my mind. So before we get into it, let's go and do our commercial. This is sponsored by Gye-Nyame Journey Energy. We are a company within Ambit Energy. So check us out. Here's the commercial.
The word is spreading. More and more people are switching to Ambit Energy.
Well, one of my neighbors switched, and then I switched. Now the whole neighborhood has Ambit.
Who doesn't want to save money?
The word is spreading. Switching to Ambit Energy is rewarding in more ways than one.
I signed up and got a travel reward. That's nice.
Oh, I get to save on energy and on travel?
There's a cruise for two out there just a few thousand kilowatts away. I can almost smell the sunscreen.
The word is spreading. Ambit Energy even lets you earn free energy.
When I get 15 friends to switch, I get free energy. I have 15 friends. At least I think I do.
Hey, I'd be telling people to switch to Ambit anyway.
If you'd like to switch to Ambit Energy, listen to the following contact information closely. Then spread the word.
Peace. For those that would like to give Ambit Energy a try, hit us up at Gye-Nyame Journey.energy526.com. You can also hit us up at 614-594-9422. Also, you go to our page on Facebook at facebook.com/GNJ Energy. You click the sign up button and go in and see how much we could save you. Right now, you know what I'm saying, we're able to save money. I can honestly say that we could save you some money. All the people that's on my road, I'm saving them money, right? We're beating AEP. So not only can you beat AEP and beat these other energy people out here, you can also participate in some nation building, right? Every dime helps. Every quarter helps. Every little bit of money helps us move to where we need to be. Now, the show's going to be changing real soon, so I want y'all to listen up, because in a minute, the whole show's going to be on just streaming through the audio. I want y'all to be aware of that, right? We're about to kick it. We're moving into a higher year, and eventually we're going to be moving. We're going to up our YouTube game as well. But make sure you support us with Gye-Nyame Journey Energy. Now, on to the news. Let's put on some music. I want to thank my brother Kid Magic, as well as Mansour, or also known as Mr. Deity. I want to thank them both for providing me with energy. Also, I don't want to forget my man Bradford Chadbourne. You know what I'm saying? Orange 82. That's been providing us with music as well. But now let me put on a little bit of some conversational jam. You hear that? Hopefully it's real low in the background. So in a minute, I'm going to be able to monitor this stuff. This is it's going down at Gye-Nyame Journey, yo. Listen, first off, let me share with you, right? We're about to kick the whole game up, right? In a minute, I'm going to be having calls, being able to stream the calls through onto into the radio show. So that means it's going to be a little bit of lively interaction. People going to be able to hear the whole show. I ain't got to upload 2 separate ones. We also going to be moving to videos and moving from there. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of scripts that I'm going to be trying to at least do some shooting with. I'm going to upgrade my game to where I'm cutting and doing video to some of the things some of the speaking that I do. I had the opportunity to have I had a speaking engagement this afternoon, and it worked out great. So when I get time, I'm gonna have to redo it because I forgot to turn on the mic. Y'all know before I get on, I be all nervous and I forget about turning on the mic. I just go, right? And I was able to go and complete it. It was a Black History, supposed to be Black History Month celebration speech, but instead of dealing with the history, I dealt with the source of history, culture. I took it back to the culture, and that's a powerful lesson, especially for those of you on the journey, because it's the culture that enables us to do the things that we do. But I'm gonna leave that alone. All right. Those that want to join the conversation, hit me up at 556-4535. We're about to do an empire of our own. We're about to cover some of the news that's out here right now, right? All right, so here we go. All right, so now I got about 4 people reached on this one. Small numbers at first. It always start off small. Rallies take place in over 50 cities in support of Apple and FBI case. I need y'all to really be monitoring this case because, some of your liberties are at stake with this case. Now, although Brother Hatem feels that a lot of these institutions are kind of shady, right? They all have some type of interaction with the government. Is a good thing that Apple, I want y'all to think about this, that Apple, in a sense, is taking a stand for your privacy. See, because it always starts with something extreme, and the next thing you know what I'm saying, they're going to want to be checking they're going to want to be your Facebook friend and your Twitter friend. I'm talking about the government. They're going to be wanting to look at everything you do. You might have you might be upset and rant on Facebook one day, and all of a sudden they're going to want to go demand from Facebook, access to your account. They're going to want to go to Google and demand access to your email account. So it's important that you monitor this case and also keep your ears open for any opportunity that you have to get your voice in on this and to take some massive action when it's needed, because they are trying to strip away the rights piece by piece. Now they working on the privacy, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, for example, I went to the federal building today. I damn near had to strip. I swear to God, I had to take off my belt, you know what I'm saying? I had to take off my watch. I had to take off my shoes. We talking about in the middle of the day. I got on, you know what I'm saying? I'm going here for business. I got to take off my shoes. I got to take off my belt. I got to take off my jackets. I had 2 jackets on. I had a coat and a jacket on. You know what I'm saying? I had to take off both of them. I had to take everything out of my pocket. I had to scan everything through. I mean, come on, man. I mean, like, wow, But, this whole system thrives on fear. So they're going to use the fear factor. You know what I'm saying? What happened is San Bernardino, I think it's San Bernardino, they're going to try to make you feel that this is something that's running rampant, when that's rare. When that type of activity is rare. And you need to be aware of that. Don't be a sucker, man. If you have some comments on this one, hit me up at 614-556-4535. Let's move on. Those that want to follow along, maybe not want to talk, check us out on Gye-Nyame Journey. Follow, like the page. You know what I'm saying? I post up the news every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm curating, so I get up early in the morning and curate and stack the page, right? And then the ones that got your attention is the ones that I talk about. Of course, we got tribal quotes. I like my little road. You understand why I got the road there. I try to match the pictures with what we're talking about. So a lot of y'all, when we get into the conversation, a lot of y'all gonna be kind of surprised. I mean, if you follow what I've been doing, I've been trying to post pictures that go along with at least some of these proverbs and folktales. So here we go. Inside Mark Zuckerberg's big bet that Facebook can make virtual reality social. So Facebook is trying to move into virtual reality. You know what I'm saying? So strip you strip some more human contact up out your life with yourself feeling on images. You know what I'm saying? When Facebook acquired Oculus, who make Oculus Rift for $2 billion, Mark Zuckerberg called VR the social platform of the future. You know what I'm saying? And so understand where we're going to be going with this. So you're going to be interacting. The goal is to get you interacting with virtual images. The goal is to get you confined. You know what I'm saying? So you think, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be able to take virtual vacations. You know what I'm saying? I don't want, those of you on the journey, I don't want you to take virtual vacations. I want you to take real vacations. I want you to go out and I want you to meet real people. You know what I'm saying? This social media, this internet is a tool. You know what I'm saying? It's not a life. It's not a home. It's a tool to be used. Make sure that you're using the tool and the tool is not using you. You know what I'm saying? And for those of you that's on the journey with me, you should at least be trying to figure out how can you make your time on the internet pay you. Alright? It's one thing to get on here and vent. It's another thing to get on here and invent. You know what I'm saying? There's another thing to get on here and get paid. That's what we need to be working, those of us that's on the journey, that's what we're working towards. To be able to make this, to get this to finance, or at least finance a part of what we're doing, as far as our lifestyles, as far as the adventures that we need to take, as far as the growth and the direction we want to go in our lives, right? All right, so, all right. I'm being joined by the great Miss Janice Riley. I got to say it right now. See, I've been saying Riley all this time, but oh my God, but I love you. How you doing? I'm doing good. What's going on? Huh? No? Oh, where? Is it snowing? I hope it ain't snowing here because we ain't that far apart. For real? Oh my God! I gotta get up and look. See, because what was crazy is I had a speaking engagement today, and when I left the school building, it was cool, very cool. So I had my coat wrapped up, found my parking space, went into the building for about an hour and a half, came out. I had to take my coat off. My jacket was kind of heavy. I started sweating. I went in the building. Stayed in for a couple of hours, came back out, it was cold. And people talking about it was supposed to snow. And now you talking about Detroit. When did the snow start for y'all in Detroit? Wow. So y'all schools already closed now. Okay. Wow. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Another question. So you live closer. You live closer to the water than Detroit, then, right? Oh, okay, okay. All right, all right. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm going through some of the news before we get into the discussion. I was just talking about Mark Zuckerberg, his big bet on Facebook, as far as VR social, but I'm moving on from there. I found out about this movie that won the Sundance in 2016. You know what the name of the movie is that won the Sundance Award for drama in 2016? The Birth of a Nation. Guess what it's about? You know what it's about? What? The new movie. You know, named after the old movie, but you know what the new movie is about. Nat Turner. And it looked pretty good too. It looked pretty good. Those that have opportunity, if you get on the timeline, as far as Gye-Nyame journey, you know what I'm saying. You see it there. You could read about it. The dude made it for $10 million. Let me find his name here. The brother made it for $10 million, and it was bought by a major studio for $20 million, which means that we'll probably never see it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it all the way real, because but hopefully something will happen. But it's important. It's like this guy put his whole acting career on hold so that he can make this movie. And I love seeing that type of commitment from an artist, because artists are the vanguards of the revolution. And the fact of the matter is that if our artists keep selling out, how can I put it? As the artist of a culture sells out, that culture stops growing and developing. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you remember the impact of hip hop, what hip hop was doing when we was on campus. It literally fueled. When a new song hit, you could literally feel the fuel that this music and this culture was bringing to the movement we had going on campus. You know what I'm saying? We was able to debate the music. We was able to talk about it and deconstruct the music. You know what I'm saying? And these were artists that was throwing out their vision. So we got a young brother who put a movie together about Nat Turner, in the light of Nat Turner being a true American hero. This is how he framed it. He said he was a true American hero. He was a true Christian. And you got to see some of these interviews, John. It'll blow your mind. Might even bring you to tears. But I found that out. I thought I would share that. I'm gonna skip the one about the Flash, because I know Ms. Janice ain't interested in the Flash. But now, but this is one that I posted especially for you. It says student can't attend school because he's an African American. Have you seen this? It says student can't attend school because he's an African American. It's in St. Louis. A St. Louis mother is in shock after learning her son's skin color will keep him from attending the school. Let's look a little bit deeper in that, because this one I especially pulled off for you. So let's get to the fat of it real quick so that we can get to what we need to get. A St. Louis mother is in shock after learning her son's skin color will keep him from attending the school of his choice. Edmund Lee is an African American third grader at Gateway Science. Is moving to St. Louis County this year. State law allows county residents the opportunity to attend a city charter school, but they must live in a and not be an African American. This law is still on the books. You can look it up for yourself. They got video. I'm going to tear this up. I'm about to pull this down, and I'm about to tear this whole conversation up. But you still got stuff popping off like this in America, the center of democracy. You know what I'm saying? But I thought I would share that. Thought you'd get a kick out of that one. All right, let's move on. Unless you got some words for it. Huh? That one was so glad I had to post it twice. Alright, got some stuff on here about a meteor hit the earth and nobody noticed it. Meditation in the workplace is the inner calm, the fast track to success. So those of you that are not moving up the corporate ladder fast enough, you know what I'm saying, you might need to try some meditation. Leave the skin lightening cream alone and try to lighten up your mind. You know what I'm saying? Do some meditation. at work, keep you calm. And for those out there that like the news about robots, Google bought a company, and it's a remarkable Boston Dynamics robot puts up with bullying. So they got a machine that they're designing for some of these badass kids that we work with. Because once the robot is in the house, the robot is going to be getting his ass kicked by some of these kids. So they're preparing the machines for these bad kids, right? So I'm telling the truth. Some of these kids is bad, man. So you need to make sure. So the only thing I got left is that's all I got left. All the other stuff you can pick up on at your own time. Those who want to join the conversation, that's up at 614-556-4535. Brother D is watching silently. I think he's putting his son to sleep. I'm joined by Miss Janice, the teacher herself. We're about to bust open his book. We are on day 84 of the Proverbs, and these are some real good Proverbs. I had the pleasure of pre-reading, just pre-reading them. I ain't really get my spiel together. So we are on day 84. Are you ready, big sis? Alright. Day 84. Every man has his own destiny. The only imperative is to follow it, to accept it, no matter where it leads him. That's going to be a good discussion. Alright, next. That's by a guy by the name of Henry Miller, excuse me. The next one is by Sun Tzu. Confront them with annihilation, and they will then survive. Plunge them into a deadly situation, and they will then live. When people fall into danger, they are then able to strive for victory. That one right there is the key to personal as well as group success. Let me read that again. Confront them with annihilation, and they will then survive. Plunge them into a deadly situation, and they will then live. When people fall into danger, they are then able to strive for victory. Hold on. I got to go to the explosion for that one. I got some good news for you. In a few next coming weeks, I will be able to integrate your side with the speaker side, so all the sound effects, all the stuff will be available. I think you're gonna be able to hear the sound effects. I don't know how to. I got to figure out. I'm still trying to work it out in my mind. All right, last one. This is from the U.S. This is a proverb from the U.S. We ain't what we want to be. We ain't what we gonna be. But thank God we ain't what we was. That's OUS. Alright, so, pick a number between 1 and 3, big sis, so we gonna get started with this discussion. Smash these up. You said 2? Alright. Girl, you gonna start with the best one? You sure you wanna start with the best one? I did. You right. I'm shut up. No, I ain't telling. No. No, it's too late now. I think you like this one anyway. This one's gonna take up most of the time. No, really. Because look, now the first thing that came to my mind with this one, Sun Tzu, confront them with annihilation, and they will then survive. Plunge them into a deadly situation, and they will then live. When people fall into danger, they are then able to strive for victory. Now, in The Godfather, there's a saying where the Godfather tells his son, he says, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. And I'm thinking that advice has been utilized against us, right? Because we have been given the illusion that they are not trying to annihilate us. At least not all of us. You know what I'm saying? We see it on smaller levels, but you know, we've been kind of lulled into a sleep. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, because the key piece for this is, it says, when people fall into danger, they are then able to strive for victory. If you take danger away from your opponent, if you take away the feel of danger from your opponents, especially if it's a group, that group will start to disintegrate, because a lot of times it's the fear of danger that keep people tight. One of the reasons that we can't come together, I believe, in our community is because the fear factor of outsiders has been eliminated. We feel that we're supposed to love everybody and everybody love us. So everything is cool. So we try to integrate, we try to forget who we are, we try to forget where we come from, and because we are so comfortable, it makes it hard for us to strive for victory. As a matter of fact, we don't even know that we're in a contest that we need to strive for victory in. Because you know, when me and yourself was born, we was born in confrontation. You know what I'm saying? We was born in the fact that others was trying to annihilate us. This was very prevalent in our lives. I had an uncle that was murdered, you know what I'm saying, down south by white people. You see what I'm saying? It was very real to us. But right now, to our children and to us, that what's going on now with a black president and all this quote unquote black progress, you know what I'm saying? We appear to have been moved. We've been lulled into this sleep. We no longer can strive for victory. We no longer need to strive for victory because we think we have already won. It's crazy. I'm sorry. But go ahead. You got something for that one? Hello? Hello? Alright, I still got you. It's being recorded, but I can't hear you. Hold on. Now, one of the pieces that, because with Sun Tzu, because you know, I know you have you read The Art of War? Of course you not. Of course you not. You have. But I had to ask the question because in the chapter that we're talking about, because what's crazy about this piece is that this is a message directed towards the leadership of a group. You understand what I'm saying? He's not talking about outside forces doing this to the troops. He's talking about the leader of that group doing this to the troops. You see, because in order to win, like you said, you got to let them know that they're in danger. This is why sometimes you will find leaders that will put their backs against the wall or burn the bridges, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to survive this, you have to fight with every ounce of your life. For example, in the movie Roots, there was a scene where they said at the beginning where it was going through the rites of passage and it was teaching them about war. And they said one of the things you always do is you always leave your enemy an escape route. Even if the escape route is a trap, you always want the idea that it's a possibility that they could run away. As a leader, what I think one of the things that Sun Tzu is saying is you have to take all that away so that you can get the very best out of it, because people have men and women have a natural tendency to survive. And when you plunge them into these situations, when you guide them into these situations, and you make it clear to them, like you said, let them know that they're in danger, you get a whole different being. You know what I'm saying? A whole different being. You know, we're participating. Like I said, we've been saying it for years. We're in a war and don't know that we're in a war, and that's the most dangerous position to be in. You know what I'm saying? Because the people are confused. They're mowing us down and we don't realize it. You know, we have high rates of cancer. We have high rates of AIDS. We have police brutality. And we got young people that are just doing things that are totally insane. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason we think that this is natural. You know what I'm saying? When in fact it's not. This is a symptom of the attacks that we are suffering. Our kids are being attacked in the schools. You know what I'm saying? So what they do, they release that when they come out the schools. Our adults are being attacked at work. So what they do, they release it when they leave work. You know what I'm saying? We try to numb the pain. We in pain. We don't even, a lot of us don't even know that we're getting drunk and we're getting high to avoid the pain that we are in, because we are not, our leaders, and some of us who recognize it are not bold enough to be honest with the people and be like, look, you're getting your ass kicked. You are in a war, and you really don't have any allies. Oh man, so you know what I'm saying? So, you know, plunge them into deadly situation and they will then live. So we're in a deadly situation. We just got to make sure that the people know you're in a deadly situation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, cause you was young. Think about how alive you felt when you did some crazy shit every now and then. You know, and our young people, think about this. Our young people are doing, and this just hit my mind when I said that. Our young people are looking for a feeling that proves that they are alive. Have you heard about for example, I got two cases. I got one case that I want to cover where these boys had a disagreement over social media. They met up with the young boy, a young boy, I don't know whether he was their friend or whatever, and they murdered him. They got arrested. And it was in court, and they asked the judge, excuse me, sir, why are these cameras around? And the judge said, well, that's the media. They're here to hear your plea. And as soon as they said this was the media, they all started talking about, you can hit me up on Instagram and Facebook, and start throwing out the Twitter names and I mean this madness. These children are actually looking for a feeling of being alive. They're rebelling against this zombie shit, but they don't know how to do it because their adults don't know how to live no more. You know what I'm saying? There was a time where we used to be able to go hunting and we used to be able to, we used to be able to put ourselves at risk in a semi-safe way. Now there's no way to do it. The only thing we do is kill each other now. because everything else is illegal. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go off on that. And the second one is, this has happened in Central Ohio, where a young boy, I don't know how young he was, I think he was about 20, said that if he got 100 people to watch him on Periscope, he would go down the street and randomly shoot people. He had an AR-15 and he was just waiting for 100 people to get on, but somebody contacted the authorities before homie was able to go out into the world. And you know, all he was looking for was life. All he was looking for was attention. You know what I'm saying? And think about this. Isn't it funny how all of us, because really, do you know that to function in American society, you don't even need a name? All you need is your social security number. You're just a number. You know what I'm saying? And if we think we had it bad, these kids are literally you don't even need a name. You got a number for everything. They got numbers for everything. You are your cell phone number. You are your house. Actually, they don't have house phones no more. They got their cell phone number. They got their social security number. They got their school numbers. Their numbers. And these kids are looking for attention. And they're not getting attention. So they act out in school. And instead of getting positive attention, we're putting them out of school. So then they go home to a place where they wasn't getting attention in the first place. And they start for attention. They start for attention and they go and do some shit like, let's go shoot. I'm gonna shoot 100. Let me get 100 viewers. Let me get 100 people that show. You see, that's scary. That's scary. How many did you get? How many people would have just wanted to just tune in to see? I want to see if you're gonna do it. I'm gonna research that because that's gonna be one of the videos that I do. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, that's very frightening. You know what I'm saying? We know this is happening all over the country. These kids turn to social media like some of us used to turn to TV. These kids are turning to social media, and unlike the TV when we were younger, nobody really know you watching, so it's just you and the TV. And there's, you know, at least it was for me. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain comfort there. But now, you know what I'm saying? You got to get likes. You know what I'm saying? You got to get friends. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's part of the war that's being waged against us that we don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Our children are competing for our attention with our Facebooks and our Twitters and our Netflix. You know what I'm saying? And all the other stuff that we got to do. And then on top of that, it takes 2 jobs just to support one household. So you don't have time. So we're at war. You know what I'm saying? Going back to that, we're at war. We just don't realize it. And once we realize it, ain't nobody going to be able to compete with us on the chessboard of the world. Nobody. But we're about to move on. Unless you got something you want to drop on it, baby. All right. So now this time I'm going to pick. You pick 2. You pick number 2. We ain't what we want to be. We ain't where we're going to be. But thank God we ain't where we was. Lord have mercy. All right. Well, yes it does. Yes it does. Oh my God. Right. I mean, because obviously this was said back when you was describing it. You know what I'm saying? this was said back then. You know what I'm saying? Look, you know, they didn't see the inner cities deteriorating. They didn't see the middle class deteriorating. You know, nobody ever thought that would happen, because nobody ever thought that the elite would be so damn dumb to realize. I mean, I have never. I'm serious. I have never in my life even. I mean, I'm not even that intelligent, but I know that you need a middle class to keep the poor from taking the shit that you have. That's what the middle class. That's what the middle class jobs were for. The middle class jobs was to protect the elite's wealth. These greedy bastards are stacking dough like it's going out of style, not realizing that they ain't got nobody around them to protect them. The police ain't making enough money, so the police is going to be with the robbers. You know what I'm saying? The fire department is not going to put out the fire because they're not making enough money. You know what I'm saying? For the first time in my life, I have actually heard police officers complaining about their pay, complaining about their benefits. And do you remember a time? Well, actually, you lived this. Do you? Because your dad is an educator, is he not? So you can remember a time when teachers could actually support a household. You know what I'm saying? We got teachers working 2 jobs. You know some, right? That blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm just, you know what I'm saying? But you're right. This does not fit in to the picture that we have today. It should read, we ain't what we want to be. We ain't what we're going to be. But I got to change it up. I got to think about that one. But thank God we ain't where we was. We actually fell behind where we was. And even at our high point, according to Claude Anderson, we still own the same and own and control the same amount of wealth as we did back in slavery days. This is when we was balling. So I can only imagine where we are now. You know what I'm saying? And my biggest fear is because I have children, man. My biggest fear is what Claude Anderson was telling us about 10 years ago. He said we're gonna end up being a permanent underclass if we don't take corrective actions. If we don't get control of the economics in our community. I mean, and really, we were the only people that was telling our kids, go to school so that you can get a good job working for, you know what I'm saying, get a good job working for white folks. You know, I mean, I was brainwashed. You know what I'm saying? I was brainwashed, and that's exactly what I was going to school for. But thank God I ran to a crazy woman with short hair. You know what I'm saying? Screaming. Oh, she done hung up on me. Screaming about change. You know what I'm saying? But, alright, Brother D is here. He's viewing. I'm going to try to get Sister Janice back. I'm going to give her a call because she fell off. Let's see. There we go. Let's try that. Dial out. All right, Brother D, you on? Well, I see you on, but I don't hear nothing. You on, Brother D? All right, I ain't gonna worry about it. But hey, you know what I'm saying? We need to change that situation. I just put the call in to Janice. Hopefully, we'll get her back. But if not, we're going to keep it moving. For those that want to join the conversation, hit us up at 614-556-4535. We got one more quote to go, and then we're going to call it an end to the show. I want to thank all those that take the time to listen. I want to let all of you know that we will be moving to the point where we will be able to accept calls. Been saving my pennies, and it's about to go down. We're going to up the video game. It's about to go down. So just just bear with us. Sister Janice, I just joined us back. Of course, I'm going to have to upload this. But also, what I want to remind everybody of is this. If you want to support what we're doing, you know what I'm saying, because we're trying to do this, and y'all know I don't like volunteer stuff. So anything that I get, I'm sending it back to the people that's working with me. You know what I'm saying? And also for the camping trips, for example, in March, we are going to be taking the young people to the Underground Railroad Museum. Those young people, those young warriors, you know what I'm saying, part of the warrior training program. So, hey, it's going down, you know what I'm saying? So, feel free to support us. Also, make sure that you check out the Patreon page. Some of y'all that might not want to support us far as the Ambit piece, you know what I'm saying? I don't see why not. But those of you that can get Ambit, you know what I'm saying, you should check it out and work with us. But also, you could join, you could become a patron. You know what I'm saying? You could become a patron. Hit us up at patreon.com/GNJ. You know what I'm saying? So, that's that. But the dude hung up. I don't know. Maybe it's my phone. Maybe it's their phone. I don't know. Maybe it's the CIA. Maybe it's the FBI. I don't know. But those, anybody out there that want to hit us up at 614-556-4535. I could put a call out. I'm going to try to get Janice and Brother D back up on the line. Let's go. Do that. And then we get right back into it. There we go. Bow. And then there we go. No, wait. He might be using this computer, so let me go back. That's the one I want right there. Oh, Brother D, you back up? I don't know what's going on. I can't hear you, my friend. But it's cool. Your spirit is here. You know what I'm saying? Actually, if you can't talk, why don't you try texting, and I can get the message. Alright? And I'll read it out for the people. Alright, so last but not least, every man has his own destiny. The only imperative is to follow it, to accept it, no matter where it leads him. Now, a lot of people have a problem with this, right? A lot of, how would you like to participate? What? It kicked me off the conference. So maybe, oh, wow. That's interesting. I got kicked off my own damn conference call. How do you kick me off the conference call? Brother, you there? Alright, we're going to keep it going. Every man has his own destiny. The only imperative is to follow it, to accept it, no matter where it leads him. Alright? So now, a lot of us, we don't accept the destiny. You know what I'm saying? We don't accept what we was born for. Because the world spends a lot of time. Whoa, turn out 614-859. Well, I ain't gonna say your number, I'm sorry. Who's that? Well, turn me down. You listening to me in the background? Yeah, yeah. Alright. So here we go. Every man has his own destiny. The only imperative is to follow it. Right? To accept it. You know what I'm saying? And that's a critical piece right there. A lot of us don't really accept what we was born or put in this world to do. We move away from it. It's crazy how the design of how things are appears to push you away from the very thing that you was born to do. You know what I'm saying? And you move towards money. You move towards material things. You move towards survival, basic survival. And because you are stuck in basic survival, you can't really accept your role. You can't really accept what your destiny is. You know what I'm saying? It's not great enough. It's not grand enough for you. So the thing that I would love to share with you is learn to accept who and what you are. You know what I'm saying? Accept it. And once you are accepting of it, right, from it, your power will flow. See, a lot of us cut our power off because we have not accepted who we are. We have not accepted the destiny. We have not accepted what we was born for. All of us was born for something. You know what I'm saying? Now, what the world tells us is that we was born to make the world a better place, but actually you was born to make yourself a better person. You know what I'm saying? When you make yourself a better person, you can't help but to make the world a better place. All right? So, I know Brother D is trying to join the call, but because we're having all these phone problems and stuff like that, I'm going to call an end to the call. I want to thank Jonas for joining us. I want to thank Brother D for trying to tune in, or at least trying to talk. And I want to let them both know that hopefully by the end of this weekend, we will have it to where your voice will be heard all in one show. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be able to hear what's going on in the background here as well. All right? So I want to thank everybody that's been taking the time to listen to Gye-Nyame Journey. We will keep on moving. We will keep on building. We will keep on training. We will keep on growing. And with that, I'm going to say peace. We're on day 84, y'all. 6 more days. And I have to decide on whether or not we're going to move into the African openings to a tree of life. And with that, I'm out.